What's up, YouTube? Back in the garage again. Evo Sporty that I meant to get to. Didn't happen. Follow-up video for the truck wheels that I started working on. Also didn't happen. They're mounted on the car. But got busy this weekend. My brother came in from Chicago. Spent the night with us. We did a boat day on the chain. And left the boat there Saturday. Went out again Sunday. Let me tell ya. Buy a boat, they said. Don't do it. Pain in the ass. Not complaining, but the boat's running great. No issues on that since we patched it. Threw it on the trailer yesterday and this happened. These boards are done. This is so rotted. Feels like styrofoam instead of wood. So today's goal, I gotta replace these boards. This one's donezo. So one dead board completely, one more that's floating that needs to be replaced. All the lag bolts and stuff are worn out. So I got a bunch of stainless hardware. I'm not sure if I'm doing carriage bolts or lag bolts through here. It's gonna be whatever's easier. Got two 10-footer pressure treated in the car. We're gonna recycle the carpet. And then I got the wheels on the truck all coated. I'd say that's a pretty good color match if you're mixing powder to faded old paint. However, no baby moons. Now it just kind of looks like ugly steelies with a bunch of mismatched hardware. That's coming next. Then once I get this done, I gotta run the Falcon back to the shop. This will stay at the shop for tonight and bring Dottie's car back because she needs that tomorrow. And I got a couple new projects that I really don't need. I got a free, somebody offers me free stuff. I can't say no. So I got a 350 small block Chevy and a perfectly good running small block or turbo 350 trans. I'm excited about those because they came out of a 70s Suburban. The motor, he said, is smoking and definitely needs some work and some fixing. So eventually I'll get that motor back to the house and we're gonna do a tear down on a Chevy. I've never done that yet. You know, it's a Chevy 350, so as basic as it gets. If we can do a Ford, I'm fairly certain we can figure out how a Chevy motor comes apart and goes back together. So a quick little freshen up on that. But today we're gonna swap the boards. Got an order from Lowbrow. What did I even buy? Oh, well-done kickstand for that iron head chopper with the girder. They were doing a sale. Those popped up pretty cheap, so I grabbed those. Let me get jamming on this. Got back, of course, this issue presents itself late at night on a Sunday when I'm exhausted and all I want to do is go to bed. Get the boat loaded on the trailer, heard a crack, pulled it out of the water, rechecked it. This is what happened, so buy a boat. They're a blast. It's super fun having to fix a bunch of extra crap just to use your boat and do all of this. Not like we're busy with other projects at all either, but I keep saying the iron head's coming soon. This is hopefully going to happen by this weekend, or at least we'll start on it this weekend. I got a music gig thing on Friday, so that's out, but maybe I'll behave and not get too hungover, and then we'll start messing with the Sporty on Saturday. We'll see. So let me get jamming on this, and if anything interesting comes up on these, I don't want to do a bunch of boat videos. I didn't want to do a bunch of boat stuff for the channel, but I know, like I said, it's new. This is 4 days of buying a used old, boat from the 90s. There's a million things that are going to come up. We've been addressing them. This is what I've been working on. Figured I'd show you guys. Like it, cool. Don't, that's fine too. Lots more bike stuff still coming your way, and the ball's right around the corner. We'll keep working on car stuff here and there while it's still nice enough to work outside, but once winter gets here, full on bike mode again. So thanks for sticking around through all of these. If you're still supporting and liking all the random crap that we get ourselves into, I appreciate it. If you don't, that's fine. Prefer not having a bunch of people unsubscribe because I'm posting a couple of boat videos, but like I said, this trailer will be the last of them for a while, so bear with me. Let me do my thing. Doesn't cost you anything to watch these anyways. Bad bunk boards. What a pain. So I got 3/8 carriage bolts currently in this setup. She is not happy. Back half of the board split, which is why I couldn't bring the boat home the other day. It's covered in carpet, wood. Carpet gets wet, maintains water. Look at this. This is not at all a solid board anymore. Same thing all the way down. So we're gonna rip the carpet off. I am gonna reuse that because I'm cheap. And this one's busted off. The whole back half broke off of this mount, so we're getting rid of that. This one is still intact, even though it's soft. So we'll take a measurement here. We'll grab the 2 boards out of the back of the truck, set that up on a table, rip off the ends, match these up, and start pulling all the carpet off. Re-staple that on. I'm gonna do regular staples right now, but I did just order stainless staples. So I'll slowly slap this back together because it's sitting in the water at a bar, and we can't leave it there that long. So get this quick fixed today since it's so crappy and ugly out and raining, drizzling, misting, kind of raining. Who knows? Weather's going crazy. It's not happy, but it's miserable out here. So we'll get all this laid out, go pick the boat up tomorrow, then I'll re-staple everything else. So keep going on this. 9/16 bolts, carriage bolts, we'll reuse those. I grabbed those in stainless, so all the hardware I have is stainless except for the what do you call it, staples. But you can grab the wood, start cutting. Okay, carpentry. I did get a rough measurement. It's just shy of 10 feet, so this is a 10-footer board. I don't think it matters and it has to be all that precise. So I'm just gonna lay this over here. I'm gonna cut it somewhere on one of those 4 lines I just drew, because I don't really have a super accurate reference here of how soft this wood is. But we'll rip this across, try and keep it somewhat straight, match that up to the other one, and then go from there. So I'll put a 90 straight edge on here, get one good solid trace line, rip this down, match it on the other side, and we'll start taking these off and switching those over. Not a carpenter or a purist, but all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a level and just square this up to the other side of the board that's still mounted. I think that should get me in the rough ballpark. Just boards that guide the boat in somewhere close to the middle. So we're gonna go there. We'll jump underneath now and drill a hole up through. At least get a pilot on the front started, and then we'll square up the back. Marine, you're gonna want stainless, because they start looking like this and then the threads get eaten away if you don't use it. So see how well I guesstimated at the store today. Should be all right. I'm gonna lay out the rest of these. I at least have a template now, so we'll try and square the board up in the middle-ish, eyeball it, drill some holes. Doing the old eyeball approach. So that's one from the seam in my finger here. That's pretty close. Good enough. That's actually better than I anticipated. I don't know if that showed up, but second hole, First one out there. And since this is wood, I'm just going to take a hammer and pound the crap out of these down onto the top side of the board, and hopefully that'll give me enough to bite. Then we'll use an impact when we tighten it down, so I shouldn't have to worry about it free spinning all that much. So one more hole on this side, and we'll move on to the other one. So stainless hardware on both. I'm going to put washers on the bottom side of this too at a later date. These tabs are kind of free floating a little bit. But now I'm way over here. So I'm doing basically the seam of my finger, so this line right here on both, square that up to the outside of the bracket. As long as it's close, it'll be good enough. That'll do. Now, I can't get this one because the bracket's bent a little bit. So we'll pop this out, flip it. I got my starter hole, so I'll drill that through. And then we'll take a look at what we need to do here. I'm trying to round them out just a hair. And drop them back out. Put the one nut on the middle one. Now, just enough to keep it roughly where it needs to be. Can't see my hole. And this goes all the way down too. So there we have it. Then we got 3 of these on. I'll mount this, I think, first, and then throw the carpet over, and we'll staple it from the bottom side. That should be fine. Like I said, far from pretty, far from perfect. There's probably a million ways to do this better. I don't know where these brackets actually need to sit. But all it's got to do is guide that boat in. So as long as it's somewhere close here, I think we should be okay. I'm not a boater, so I don't know. This is me half-assing things and having to fix a problem that I really don't want to be dealing with today. So let me throw some washers. I'm going to do a flat washer, lock washer, stainless hardware on the bottom. We'll get this ripped down and tight, and then move on to the other side. I'm probably not going to film the other side because it's the same thing. We'll come back when I start ripping the carpet off of this busted, rotted one on the ground. I'm not doing the whole thing, but I got the piece I cut off. That'll be good enough. Real carpenter over here. I know exactly what I'm doing. And by that I mean I don't really care. But now we're squared up-ish. Gonna break this side down, and I'm gonna mount this one. We'll be back when I'm done with that. Same thing as the last one. New boards are installed. Now it's just time to rip the carpet and a whole bunch of staples. We'll get to do this twice. So those are all in and mounted. That middle one on the left was not as good. I'm much happier with the right side, but I don't care. I don't think it matters. So we'll throw the carpet off of these old boards, rip all of these up, staple, staple, staple. I already redid the lights. I'm missing the little floorboard on the back side, the little step. That one's there, that one's not. Don't care about that part. The metal's still decent. Rusty, but good enough. But the winch strap up front, I got a new strap itself, not the winch housing part, but the strap on that. You can see it's all tied and frayed and knotted. We'll throw that on there too while we're at it right now, and then we should be done with this turd and hopefully done working on the trailer and or boat stuff, because this is not my idea of a good fun time. Buy a boat, super easy, relax, everything's great on a boat. Not at all true. Constantly worried about crap and fixing things. And we've only had the thing for 2 weeks. My shovel heads and my old cars, much more reliable thus far. Oh well. Well, that was a pain in the ass. Not that hard, but tedious. Lots of staples. You can see the plethora of rotting wood that is now lining up the whole driveway. But the boards are replaced. That should be perfectly fine now. I feel like we're pretty close to even. Bugs are just starting to come out now that the rain stopped. Trailer should be done. We got the new winch on here. Got to clean up a bunch of tools and crap that I got laying all over the place now. We got new boards that aren't broken. We have a new winch that's not crooked and fraying and retied a bunch of times. So I'll clean up the mess, then I'll run home, grab Dottie's car, get that back here for the rest of the week, and then, like I said, I gotta figure out what I'm doing on the mini moons for the truck, but the trailer's done. This, fingers crossed, should be the last boat video because I'm sick of working on the thing. I just want to enjoy it. Okay, first couple, I figure if I'm working on something, I looked it up trying to find a couple videos on that motor. It's the only reason I really went through with it is I couldn't find the information that I needed. So if they help somebody, awesome. If not, I'm gonna keep tinkering around on whatever it is that I bring in. I never know what it is. Could be car stuff, could be boat stuff, could be bike stuff, quad stuff, ATVs, Harley stuff. I don't really know. I'll take anything in if I think it's kind of cool or something that I want to work on, and that's what we're doing here. So crack a beer, enjoy the rest of the video. Well, not the rest of this one because this is over. Enjoy the next couple. Like I said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Trying to hit that 2,000 mark. I know we're getting closer and closer. Help me out. More Harley stuff, more Ford stuff, and probably some Chevy stuff coming your way soon. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this doesn't bore you and scare away everybody that's been following the channel. But like I said, last boat video. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for dealing with me. Back to the normal viewing. Catch you on the next one.